Beach Erosion Capstone Project by Sean Maldonado, Jaden Rosario, Matt Knockowitz, and Peter Lano. Our argument is, in what way can we limit erosion at beaches to reduce sedimentation and pollution in our waters? Yes. Erosion is a geological process in which Earth's materials are worn away and transported by natural forces such as wind or water. Most erosion is performed by liquid, water, wind, or ice using the form of a glacier. This leads to an increase in suspended sediment, which blocks sunlight from reaching aquatic plants. Who and what has been affected? It has led to increased population of sedimentation in streams and rivers, clogging these waterways and causing a decline in fish or other species. How has the issue been addressed? New York must meet the swimmable and fishable goals of the Clean Water Act. Water quality is an environmental justice issue. The current poor water quality standards imperil the health and well-being of New Yorkers.
Washington, D.C. Today, Clean Water Action released its Clear Water Scorecard for the 116th Congress. The scorecard found that support for common sense legislation to protect our water, environment, and human health split down partisan lines. The majority of Democratic members of the U.S. House voted to protect our water and health more than 94% of time, while the House Republicans averaged 6%. In the Senate, 40 of the 47 Democratic and Independent members scored a perfect 100%, while the majority of Republican members scored less than 40%. The insidious effect that erosion can have on ecosystems and communities can also result in issues for landscaping, agriculture, and construction companies, making erosion control important for a number of reasons. Erosion control measures offer a variety of environmental benefits, helping with the preservation of the integrity of the ecosystem and maintaining biodiversity. On both the north and south shores of Long Island, erosion is still a big issue that is predominantly caused by wave action. Waves are the main suspect responsible for the movement of sediment along the beach, ultimately leading to negative effects on the shorelines. Jetties are long structures built perpendicular to the shoreline that prevent sand from flowing in ship channels and prevent storm waves from entering protected areas. They also redistribute sand that builds up back along the beach. Seawalls are structures that are built along the coastline to prevent waves from ever coming into contact with the sand/shore on the opposite sides. We think the policy should be local because it is a problem occurring on beaches in very close proximity to us. We will also have a better chance in making more change if we start at the local level.
Is the policy regulation or action? This policy can be in the form of both regulations and actions. Laws can be put into place requiring beaches to have some forms of protection against erosion. Actions can also be taken in order to make sure our beaches are better suited to fight off erosion. To what extent has this evolved over time? Erosion along the coastlines continues to get worse each year. As waves become stronger, sea levels rise, and floods occur on the coast, more of our beaches continue to erode. Opposing viewpoints. It would cost too much money to provide beaches with the right tools to defend against erosion. In some cases, jetties can cause downdrift erosion depending on how long they are, and seawalls can interfere with habitat migration. Culture, values, and beliefs influence on opposing views. Some people value not interfering with natural events, and also some people may not like the overall look of jetties or seawalls. No actions have been taken by the opposition.
Is there political will to create change surrounding the issue? Explain. Yes, because various laws and acts have been passed regarding erosion, and there are other things that can be put in place to attack the issue. Our solution and how we will put it to action. Our solution will be to send a letter to our local government urging them to construct more jetties or build small seawalls on our local beaches to prevent erosion from becoming too major of an issue. On this slide, we're going to talk about the cost-benefit analysis. So for the cost, we have seawalls going to be around $150 to $600 per linear foot. And the benefits are it raises the height that water can reach without eroding the shoreline. And then another cost we have are jetties, and they cost around $65,000 to $120,000 depending on the size. And the benefit of that is that the jetties act as a barrier against erosion from currents, tides, and waves. And then the last two slides are our sources, and I hope you enjoy.